viewers, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you're watching this channel. I'd like to start this session by appreciating you so much for making this channel grow. If you wish to support us, just subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. In my other analysis, I talked about a parallel budget by RAILA Odinga. I want to first of all take you back to a statement by RAILA Odinga, because RAILA said previously that he was planning to launch a parallel budget that is going to counter William Ruto's budget. You know, during campaigns, there were so many promises, counter promises, promises in Azimio, promises in Kenya Kwanza. As at now, we know that the manifesto of Kenya Kwanza is no longer being implemented. That is what we know at the moment, ladies and gentlemen. So we don't want to talk about the manifesto of Kenya Kwanza because as you speak right now, it's a bygone case. So let's talk about Azimio, because the reason why I brought this analysis is because of that promise by RAILA Odinga that is going to release a counter budget. I would have loved to talk about William Ruto's budget, but it is not something that is so impressive, so I won't talk about it because I know that you already know about the budget. So I want to talk about going forward for RAILA Odinga. I want you to stick with me, ladies and gentlemen, because I have a very, very important thing that I want to elaborate here. As I talked about it in my previous analysis. So, the plan. I personally, as an analyst in this channel, I personally believe that RAILA Odinga has a last bullet. I know people are saying, I have made people say that, oh, RAILA Odinga should not vie again, watamuibia tena. But let me be honest with you. He has a last shot. And RAILA Odinga is not old. Is he old? Is he older than Biden? Is he older than the president of Nigeria? Is RAILA Odinga old? Look at how energetic he is. When you compare him to Biden, to the president of Nigeria, RAILA Odinga still has a last shot. And that's why in this channel, I'm telling Kalonzo Musyoka to hold his horses. He talked about unleashing campaigns after campaigns in preparation for the 2027 general election. But let me be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen. The leaders in Ukambani walimwangusha Kalonzo Musyoka. But the leaders who are allied to RAILA Odinga stood with RAILA Odinga, stood with him throughout the struggle of Maandamano. Kalonzo talks about being done with Maandamano. RAILA Odinga says it is the only way this government understands. So, which way forward? Ladies and gentlemen, a counter-parallel budget is the first starting point for a rejuvenated RAILA Odinga. A counter-parallel budget. And let me talk about that. Speaker Moses Wetangula is planning for a debate on that budget, which is not popular amongst Kenyans, ladies and gentlemen. Nobody is happy about that budget. If you look at the various statements which were released soon after Jumuna Ndumu talked about that budget, nobody seems to be happy. Everybody is aggrieved. I have seen so many people aggrieved over what that budget contents was all about. So I want to remind you, ladies and gentlemen, it's very sincere. So RAILA should just implement the counter-parallel budget that he said he would do, that he would implement. And he can organize a town hall meeting, a public baraza. Of course, he can as well do it at Kasarani. He can as well do it in any rally it's also okay. It can still be done, because the idea behind it is that to release this budget to the people. I think the best place would have been Jivanji Gardens or Kasarani Stadium. Jivanji Garden can be a very good place because that is a place where people's barazas meet. But I know police will not allow that. So the best place is probably Ufungamano Hall, and in that town hall meeting, RAILA can invite all those people who went, attended the public participation. I mean, the business community, employers, some civil groups, Muslim community, and then share his views. I mean, the parallel budget with the team. And you see, to me, according to my understanding, that will give Raila Amolo Odinga political mileage. Because I still believe there's a very huge chance, a very huge opportunity going forward for a rejuvenated Raila Amolo Odinga, someone who will take this government head on and probably win. Do you think Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta is a fool to want to stay as a party leader, to allow himself to be belittled that much? Do you think Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta does not understand what he's doing? Do you think what Atwoli said last year Batwan, that Uhuru hakuna mali ataenda? Do you think those statements, why did Atwoli make those statements? His point is very much clear. Ladies and gentlemen, let's be honest here. Atwoli said it, even though now he is forgetting that he said it, but he did. He said that Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta is still young, hakuna mali ataenda. So there is a game plan, and that game plan will be better implemented if Raila Amolo Odinga conducts this parallel budget on that same date that Wetangula is planning to have a debate on the other budget that was read by Professor Njuguna Ndung'u. And during that budget reading process of Azimio that shall have been implemented by Azimio's Economic Forum. So during that budget reading, Raila Amolo Odinga will get a better chance of explaining his vision that the people did not understand. But the good thing right now, ladies and gentlemen, it is pretty clear that even those people who voted for William Ruto are now agreeing with him. I've decided to do a mock poll in YOLENO TV community tab, whereby the number of people who were in agreement with the Raila presidency were more than 90%. The number of people who were not in agreement was slightly below 5%. In fact, the people who don't know what to do were higher than those people who would have voted for William Ruto in that mock poll. So what does that mean? That mock poll was symbolic in a way that it gave a correct picture of the mood on the ground, ladies and gentlemen. The mood on the ground is not in favor of William Ruto. The mood on the ground is in favor of Raila Amolo Odinga. Right now, employers, civil society, Muslim community, Hindu community, I mean the business community, all Kenyans, they have their hopes on Raila Amolo Odinga. Not even Kalonzo Musyoka, but Raila Amolo Odinga. So Raila Amolo Odinga and Martha Karua and Kalonzo Musyoka ticket is still the better option for this country. That is, if the mood on the ground is anything to go by. I don't know if I make sense, ladies and gentlemen. I want you to tell me what you think about this issue below the comment section there. If I do make sense, but if I don't make sense also, just tell me below the comment section. This parallel budget by Azimio will be a game changer for the Azimio faction. And Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta is no fool. Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta has a point. There is something that is happening. Of course, in Mount Kenya, all is not well for Gachagua. Is there any reason why we should talk about that? No, I've talked about it several times in this channel. All is not well. So dear viewers, allow me to wind up there. But until you catch up again in our next analysis, kindly stay safe, stay blessed.